glory. How is everybody doing out there? It is a beautiful Tuesday morning here in beautiful Merritt, British Columbia. I just want to give you guys a little landscape of what it's looking like out here. And it is nice. It is gorgeous. It is a beautiful, clear blue skies. And I will be here at the store till 5 p.m. today. If anybody wants to come out and hang out with me, I'll be here till 5 o'clock today hanging out. It is an absolutely gorgeous day. I just wanted to say hi. Hey, Tay Lawton, how you doing, bud? Good to see you in the chat. And, Junkyard Dog. I just spoke to him. I just asked him. I said, should I just do a live stream? He said, yeah, kick over some stones. And that's what we're doing here. Saxon of Riverstone, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I got your message. Sheridan in the house. Good afternoon. Good morning, actually. Beautiful day here too, Mike. Great to see you, says Johnny Boy Silver. And I hope he's doing well too, man. Yeah, it's been, picking up a lot of the headlines and reading what's going on, and a lot of, again, what we've been discussing and how it was going to be rolled out. Forget about everything that happened, how it's now being rolled out in the aftermath. And if you haven't joined us yet, guys, join us on Rumble and Odyssey, and I think we're on Kick too. If you want, look up Mike in the Night. We are now in the Aftermath series. We are now in the Aftermath and how it's rolling out, how things are rolling out around the world. So we got Larry in the house, John in the house, sunny and hot here in Campbell River. Yeah, so it's starting to roll out. Things are starting to steamroll, and intensity is picking up. Accountability is on the table. Liability is there. And it's going to be a very interesting time to be alive. And I've been saying this for the last 10 years now. It's an interesting time to be around. It's a very interesting time to kind of forecast and see where things are going to be headed. But I just really hard to pinpoint where things are going to go for the next generation, man. From where we're at right now, it's almost impossible. So, King of the Dots, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for joining, being part of this discussion here. And I'm having my cafe here. Coffee, and I got I don't know, a few headlines there, but all the headlines I'm looking at is just whether it's climate change or whatever they're trying to. Remember back in 2019 when the world was protesting, it was all climate change. No, it was no confidence in governments. I'm a Bible student. There is no indication that this new world juggernaut will be stopped before the end comes. Interesting. We're, again, very interesting times. Mysterious times, so to say. We are living in mysterious times. And just got another 24-hour suspension on YouTube. Wondering if that means chat as well. No, Patty Nelson, I'm seeing you here. And Patty, another resistance truther. No, we see you loud and clear. No, guys, I'm going to ask this because it's really important to all of us. I want to have a Mike in the Night this Saturday, and I would like to have a call-in show, first-time callers. Every show is a call-in show. I would like to have a lot of first-time callers. Do you think it's possible, guys, that you could add me on Skype? Go to realmikemartins.com and go to Skype, add me on, the Skype is there, big button, just add me on Skype. Tell me your name that you're using here on YouTube, and maybe call into the show this Saturday at 7 p.m. I want to start reaching out to more first time. We have the odd first time caller. We got our maybe 40 to 60 regulars that we have on the show over the last, since 2016 on Mike in the Night. But I'd like to get more fresh first-time callers. Hello, Mike. Glad to be here on the chat. Times are as God has ordinated. That's right, says Gwen Williams. We are riding a wild bronco. Hang on for dear life. That's right. Mike, the next generation is going to have a lower standard of living than we could imagine. Yeah. So we got Don Thomas in the house. So this is the problem. This is the problem that we're at, and I'm concerned. I'm concerned. But I'm also, I could see that humans will not put up with a lot of the BS. If you don't comply, then what happens is they're gonna have to reform or reintegrate their whatever they're trying to do to us, because if you just don't comply, right? Remember with India and England, when in England, when England was part of the was basically causing a lot of problems, and Gandhi says we don't comply. Remember Gandhi? Gandhi kept saying, "Don't comply. We don't comply. We don't want any part of this," right? And eventually, the English had to, figure out a different way or a different method to try to maintain their power in India. The English were jealous because the Portuguese were there 200 years before, um, already, with three provinces under the Portuguese belt, Goa, Dama, and Diu, and the English were very envious of that. That the British that the India, the Sultans gave Portuguese free territory to build ports because they liked trading with them, and kind of told the English to get lost. And the English, and to this time, being a Portuguese, even myself being a Portuguese, we're pirates. We're considered criminal pirates, disgusting pirates. Jesus redeemed us, and He will provide just believe. Oh, I believe. I know, Valerie. I know. This is all Valerie. Everybody that's on here commenting, everything we're part of, we're all part of something, man. We're all connected to something, and it's not by chance you're on here commenting. I'm telling you what. I'm telling you. So let's go into, where did that go? Okay. So I got a little bit of a way back playback for you guys that I found here. And I kind of want to play it because of the WalMarts that are closing, right? And I told you guys there's going to be a lot more WalMarts in Canada that are going to close across the country, and there will be closing because they're the middle class. Here, let me just crank this up a little bit here for you guys, and I just want to play a really quick clip here for you guys of a video that I made. Sorry, right there it is, right there. I made it 8 years ago. Nobody, 400 views on the video from 8 years ago. And Canadian middle class disappearing, Target closing in Canada, food becoming unaffordable. And it's a really... Here from the Mike Martin's channel. Just want to throw up this video discussing the Target closures in Canada. That's just the tip of the iceberg. It's going to get worse because the middle class is being diminished in Canada. It's gone. The middle class is gone. Middle class is house broke, what we call it now. House broke means all the money they have, they invested into their house, which they have another 90 years to pay off because of the absorbent prices on the homes. Right? The interest rate's not that bad. It's the pricing of the homes, which is the problem. And everyone's house broke because you have guys that want to compete with their brothers in Arizona and have a 3-4 bedroom house just like they do in Arizona. Say, I got a 4-bedroom, me too, I got one in Vancouver. But the problem is the house in Arizona is 40 grand, and the house here is $7 million. That's the problem. The teardown shack is $7 million here. Anyways, I just thought I'd throw this up because Target, what's happened is they hired a bunch of people. I mean, they hired lots of people, which is nice, but they also destroyed, let's say, for every person they hired, they also destroyed 300 or 18 jobs. Yeah, for every one person they hired, they destroyed 18 jobs. 18 small business potential hire. So there's Sheridan Forbes saying, I remember this video like it was yesterday. That's 8.5 years ago. And we were talking about food becoming unaffordable. So if you guys want to watch that, I shared that on the Twitter there. And yeah, I'm still on. I'm still on Facebook, guys. If you want to hear, this is what it looks like. If you want, I have a Mike Martin's one, and I have the Mike of the Night one up with today. That's it right there. If you guys want to follow me here, and there it is right there. I shared it right here. If you guys want to follow me, we got to wake up people on these. These are the platforms we have to wake people. I'm on Twitter. If you guys want to come on Twitter, I'm on Twitter. and sharing a thing or two. And Twatter's more open until it gets shut down. So I can't really say anything on YouTube that I have posted on Twitter. So unfortunately, yeah. So Walmart closures, lots happening, guys. God bless you for sticking with it all these years. Oh yeah, this is yeah, but it's concerning as they're deleting again the digital book burning that I've been talking about for the last man. I remember posting this on my old YouTube channel before they took it down. How the digital book burning will be a real thing, and I'm so concerned of them changing history for a better future, and that's what I'm concerned about. Amerifornia is coming. There soon. High home prices, massive homeless population, and crime through the roof is here. Yeah, yeah, Sharon. Amerifornia is real, guys. Amerifornia is basically a term that we coined. Frig, I don't know. I think it was in 2014. Basically, where America turns into California with the high prices, multi-layer governments, cost of living, money laundering, cost of living out of reach, money laundering, fentanyl, opioid, drugs all over the place, and yeah, Amerifornia is real, and unfortunately, I don't want to be right about this stuff, you know. I want to be happy too. I want to be positive. I want to tell you guys, you know, I love you, and I hope everybody's doing well. I really hope everybody is really, enjoying life because I don't know if you guys watch. I don't know if you guys watched my video from yesterday to talk to strangers. I think it's very important that there's even statistics and there's proof, research, and all that stuff. There was actually government grants given back in the early 2000s to a company to research and document and follow people that make small talk with strangers. Those people are live 40% happier lives than the average person that is basically antisocial, right? So if you could be 40% happier, that's a lot. Just by talking to strangers. My dad was a master at that. My dad, we'd go to what you call Home Depot in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of Florida, like in the middle of nowhere, because I wanted to buy something for my place in Florida. But there was a Home Depot, and I told my dad, Dad, you want to go for a drive for 2 hours? There's a Home Depot that has that in stock. We went there. We went over. My dad's talking to everybody. Everyone's laughing and giving him a high five and talking. And I'm like, wow, my dad loves to make small talk. He loves to get to know what people are up to, where they're going, what are they doing in life, what they're up to. And that's kind of like me. I do the same thing, you know. And you know, you have done all to stand. Have faith. Great channel. You bet you have, Mike. God bless and keep you. Yes, thanks, Gary. I heard Apple is deleting all pictures in their cloud, people's pictures, memories. Yeah, and I think and there was a rumor that Odyssey is going to close. All our videos are backed up to Odyssey too. Mike is the man from Washington State, says Paperclip. Yeah, Washington State. I've been again go back. We've been warning people in Washington State with the foreign investing that's going to destroy. Once they put the foreign buyers tax in 2017 in Vancouver, I was already making videos in Washington State warning that they're gonna be in a lot of trouble down there in King County, and it's gonna spread out and it's gonna push by 2018, 2019 a mass exodus of middle class families to move east, and that's why we've been calling it Wagons East, because wagons, instead of going west for prosperity, they're gonna go back east for whatever they could find, right? And that's the problem. They are force people to shop at Amazon and depend on delivery instead of driving and getting by oneself. Yep. Get out there and go for a walk, drive and support your local stores or a coffee shop. Yeah. Yeah. Your dad sounds like a really good person. Oh, Valerie, my dad was amazing. My dad was amazing, man. Oh, yeah. Really miss him a lot sometimes. Sometimes it hits me hard, you know. It's going to be this summer, I think it's going to be, yeah, this summer is going to be 4 years that I've lost him now. This summer, yeah. August. August is going to be 4 years that I lost my father. And yeah, it happens. It happens. We're you know we're born 2 days on this earth. We were born and we're dead. You know we're born to live 2 days. The day we're born and the day we die. That's an old Portuguese saying. Another Portuguese saying that we have is, wherever there's man, there's always a risk. Wherever man is, there's always a risk. Always a risk. Here's a picture of my dad in Portuguese Africa before he got invaded by Cuba. There's my dad there. There's my Uncle Joe there. He still lives in Massachusetts. And this guy I think still lives in Angola, and I think this guy lives in Mozambique now, in Portuguese Africa. He's still alive though. These guys, all these people are still alive. It's just my dad that passed away. My dad would have been 69 or 60. Wait, hold on. 69 or 70 now today. Well, that's my dad right there. So that was before Cuba invaded Angola in Africa. And a lot of people saying, "Oh, Mike, you're pro-Russian and you want Russia to win the war." No, it's a war of attrition. And no, I'm not pro-Russian because Russia armed Cuba to invade Portuguese Africa. I'm not pro-Russian. Believe me, I'm not. But who else is here? Who else is here? I used to say hello and good morning to everyone. But since the thing, people are not friendly anymore. Mike, some love to hate and hate to love. Now I just feed the animals and talk to the elderly and keep quiet. I never heard those phrases before. Interesting. I never heard those phrases before. Interesting. So East Coast Canadian in the house. Probably newer to the channel. If you haven't heard my word salads. My word salads do get out. The word salads get out, but bigger channels pick them up and run with them. And I'm the little quarterback here. You want to hear it first? Join us on Mike in the Night. And our call-ins are just off the hook. I really want to get first-time callers on the show. I really want to. So you could add me on Skype here. I'll show you how to do it. If you guys want to add me on Skype, please do so. And call into Mike in the Night. I want to get some like nice, fresh, first-time callers, different perspectives from all over the Commonwealth. We take calls from Australia, New Zealand, the UK, America, Canada, and South Africa. We got a few callers that called in over the years. Hong Kong, wherever, right? And let me get my website open here. Actually, if you're on the YouTube channel, just go here. If you're on the YouTube channel, just go to the website. And then I really want... Our last Mike of the Night was really good. I don't even know if I could show you the title of the last Mike of the Night. And the one before was really good because we had... so there it is right there. And then you add me on Skype right here. So go to realmikemartins.com. Take a screenshot right now, guys, if you want to. Go there. Screenshot that. And then you could find everything here. All our social media. You can find us on Twitter, this, that, Instagram, all there. And... go to archives and then go to Not Safe for Work, and you can find all the episodes of Mike in the Night that I'm bringing over. Add me on Skype right there. And the last Mike in the Night, I got to be careful showing you guys some of this stuff, so it'll get me banned off of YouTube. So last episode was really good. We had you click on it here if you want to watch it, and then you go down here to the episode. Wow, it's going to play audio there, and it's going to flag my video as... Okay, there it is right there. So there it is right there, 513. It was a really good episode, really good callers. And I got my shades on here. Look at that. Mike Martins with the shades. And then we go into... All our callers were good. I think we had Eduardo. Where's Eduardo? Did he call in? I think he called in with an update. There he is. There's Eduardo there with an update. The Raven called on the last show. People keep asking about the episode with the Raven. Was this one? No, it was this one. Yeah, this is where the Raven went right here. This is where the Raven went all over Skid Row. We had the Raven reporting in downtown Skid Row in downtown Winnipeg. and it was pretty bad. What the footage he was sending us was really bad, and so there it is right there. I'm just going through the episode here to see if I could find which episode. Oh, yeah, it was the one where I lost my voice. That's right. That was the episode where I lost my voice and I couldn't do my show. And all you guys called in to help me. Right here. Here it is. It's 511. Mike in the Night 511. The Raven on Skid Row, Manitoba. I should have said in Skid Row. Well, follows the Dutch government. So there it is. It's 511. And if you guys want to watch that one, let me see if I could fast forward to his footage he was catching for us on the street. And it was pretty big. It was intense what was happening on the streets. See if I could find it. Where is it? There it is. So he's going around some really sketchy areas here, talking to people and stuff on what's happening, and it's pretty bad what's happening in Manitoba. Oh, and Eduardo called in too, right here. He was there, and yeah, it was a good episode. It was a really good episode. So if you guys want to go back and watch some of these, they're actually really good, informative, good callers. Mike in the Night. What platform is that on? Oh, that's just we're on multiple platforms. We got kicked off of YouTube back in early 2020. We've been doing this damn show since 2016. So let me go to the main platform that I send everyone to is Rumble. So whenever you go to Rumble, you got your Rumble Heroes. So you got your Rumble Heroes on there feeding you what they want you to watch. I don't see anybody I subscribe to. So I go to my channels. All right, let me go to my channel. I only have one channel anyway. There's nothing. There it is. Rumble, and then there's Mike Martin's channel, and that's on Rumble. And last Mike in the Night 513 is there. And then we have 456. I'm putting up old episodes, guys. The reason why I'm doing this is because Odyssey might go down. So I put up old episodes of Mike, and that's 456. So this is 456 of Mike in the Night. It has swung back. The pendulum has swung back. This was originally aired on September 11, 2022. So we're putting up all the old episodes and the old call-ins and all the good call-ins. So if you guys want to share some of this stuff, because the amount of effort and time and dedication of my life to do this is crazy, and I get scraps. I don't get nothing. Like I don't even make enough. I don't think I make enough in income and revenue and all that to cover my internet bill. It doesn't even cover the internet. So I've been doing this for the sake of doing this, because I feel that we need to get an important message out there from everybody, and I think we need to be here for each other, because we talked ourselves through the last 3 years on this show. I'm subscribed to a half dozen Rumble channels. So Valerie's saying I'm watching you on YouTube right now. Yeah, YouTube, but we're censored here. I'm not talking openly like on Mike. Mike in the Night is 18 plus because there's a bit of swearing, and then some callers call in swearing and freaking out and what's going on and how, like, yeah. So I don't censor anybody, right? But just don't come on with any hate. Yeah, I mean, you could hate Fauci, you could hate the leaders, but don't come on and hate religions and blame religions and stuff like that, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't, Thank you for your time and service, Mike. It's greatly appreciated, says Sheridan Forbes. Yep, thanks, buddy, for being with me all these years. The end is the. This is the end. When the music's over, the doors. Too bad you're very informed. Thank you for your time, but I've seen bigger bigger channels that, yeah, Rumble, those are called Rumble Heroes. We've been talking about Rumble Heroes for years. I bring over the people to Rumble so they can watch the Mike in the Night, the people that like me or have been following me. And then Rumble, when you go on Rumble, they just keep pushing the Rumble Heroes, right? And there's people that we've never heard of before. Before COVID, we were telling you they're going to pull the trigger on the pandemic on the channel. I found another video from 2017 where I was saying that. So financially, we painted ourselves into a financial corner. They're going to have to pull the trigger on a pandemic. So this is something that I think this is very important. I think that a lot of these people are controlled opposition that are post COVID Rumble heroes that no one's heard about, and that they're just now just reading headline news and just talking about stuff that everybody already knows. You know what I'm saying? But I think we're gonna do a big prediction show in the next week with your call-ins. We're gonna do a mid-year prediction show. We do a yearly prediction show, guys. If you haven't seen any of them, every year since 2016, we've been doing a call-in prediction show. The entire show for 3 hours of people calling in with their predictions. And if you want to call in, you can. I might do a prediction show. I'm going to put up a poll on the YouTube and ask you guys if you guys want us to do another call-in prediction show mid-year and get your call-ins. So we got Catherine O'Connell in the house. Have you noticed how many war movies are being shown lately? Why is that? Well, they're prepping us, they're massaging us, they're getting us ready for the next step, for the next phase, for the next, I'm grateful I live in this small town I live in. A lot of people are like, but then when people come to see me, they realize, okay, now I know why you're here, Mike. Now I know. It's sunny 360 days of the year here. It's sunny. We have 4 full seasons. We have a full summer. We have a full second week of March. It's already spring. And it's absolutely... All right, let's take a look here. Here it is. That's what's going on. There's the store right there. And we sell games and board games, mainly board games and tabletop games, and yeah, look at that. What a gorgeous day today. Look at that sky. Look at that sky, folks. Once I open, I'm gonna open the door, and I'm going to, God grant me serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. So, woo! Yeah. Oh, man. Thank you, Catherine. God bless you too. Nice to be down there in 2 days. Well, if you're coming by, make sure you come and see me, eh? If you're passing through, come and see me. And say hi. Mike, your knowledge sharing led me to look into silver. I started saving for the right time in February 2020. I thought I died and went to heaven. Silver was just $13 US per ounce. Today it's 24. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, don't worry about it. We did make... I gotta go check and see some of the silver. The one video that I did about how much silver is above ground and how much silver is in physical state above ground to correspond with paper derivatives or IOUs that the bank gives you. Here's your silver certificate from JP Morgan. Here's your 40 ounces. I'll sign it. Here we go. And the amount of physical silver versus paper certificates is absolutely staggering. There's so much paper certificates out there that are worthless. And that was, I think we made that video like 10 years ago. And we made multiple silver and stacking. And I even did a little video showing some of the bars that I picked up and some of the stuff that we've been warning people. And I get a lot of people thanking me about buying food. Because remember, a year and a half, 2 years ago, I made a video basically letting you guys know having an overstock of food is like having money in the bank. And it's happened. Because now a lot of people are messaging me and saying, Holy, if I was to buy the food today, because I warned one guy, and he was living in upstate New York, and for some reason, he bought 2 years worth of food in 1 week and put it in his storage. And he told me that if he was to buy that food today, it cost him 3 times, 4 times the price. So it's money in the bank. He put it in the storage in his house, not in the storage like container, a storage in his house, right? Lots of cans. He sent me a photo. He had tons of soups, beans, stuff that expire like in 5, 10 years, and sardines and all kinds of stuff he bought. And guys, one thing I do want to mention that you must have, especially if you're living in a condominium, please listen to me. Okay? If you're living in a condominium, you could buy a small solar panel that sticks to your window with suction tape. It rolls up. You could buy a couple and join them together in series or parallel if you choose to. You could charge your phones, your laptop, run a light at night just to keep continuity so you don't lose your mind. Secondly, I strongly and wholeheartedly recommend to keep gray water. Gray water is super important if you're living in a condominium and you can't get access to a well or water. Me, I live by, there's a river right there. If I really need water, I'll just walk 2 blocks and get water. I'm not in the position where you know what I'm saying? So if you're in the city, I really recommend, when you finish drinking a bottle of pop or a jug of milk or something, and you got the plastic to throw out, start saving tap water. It's not to drink. Well, you'll have water to drink, you'll have separate. But the tap water is not to drink. The tap water is to flush your toilets. Okay? If you go 1-2 months in a condo without flushing your toilet, regardless if you're using it, there's other backups or backed up through other units, you're dead. You are dead. The bacteria will wipe you right out and get you sick. So the reason why we live long nowadays is not because of Bill Gates. We live long nowadays because of sanitation. When the European expansion came to Canada and the United States and Brazil, whatever, the Portuguese went to Brazil and the Spanish went to Mexico, when everything was being like carved up, they brought sanitation with them. And that's why we're continuously living longer, is because of sanitation, not because of Bill Gates. Bill Gates could go to hell. It's not because of Bill Gates. So this is very important that you guys understand that. And if you're in a condo situation, make sure you have a radio. Okay, a good radio, multiple bands. Make sure you have under your bed, because I know in a condo situation is really tight. And we had Alaska Prepper on Mike in the Night 2 years ago, and he stated to us to keep food under the bed, and you could supply a year's worth of rice under your bed, and beans if you have to under your bed, right? But there's a lot of things you could do. There's a lot of strategic things you could do to maintain a normal lifestyle, or try to maintain. Oh, and another thing I can't stress enough: buy a bunch of board games, especially if there's a few you use. And another thing, buy a pile of books. You'll read them. You will read every book. Believe me. When I was in Hurricane Wilma in Broward County in Fort Lauderdale, we lost our electricity, right? But we lost it for 2 weeks. We had no power for 2 weeks. But we managed to maintain and get by, and we had food and storage and stuff, so we managed to survive the 2 weeks fine. A lot of people were struggling, but we managed. But here's the deal. Here's the problem. I had nothing to read. So I read an owner's manual for my microwave oven. Was it, or the VC? No, microwave. I read the owner's manual of my microwave oven 4 times, because that's how bored out of my tree I was. I didn't have a single book in that. I don't know why, but I didn't have a single book in the house to read, or comic. I was completely losing it. Get books. I don't care. Go to those book depots where they give away free books. Just pick up 7, 10 novels. Don't even read the bindings. Just take them home. Put them on your shelf. Something happens, crack open a candle, light up a candle, crack open a book. Just start reading. 4 chapters in, you're into it. 10 chapters in, you're like, oh my God, is he gonna do it? Oh my God, is he doing it? And then by the end of the book, you're like, wow, I'm so happy I read a book. And that's, I really recommend that. I really recommend you guys prepare with little things like that. People they overlook the little things like lighters, matches, um, the little things. Oh, I have a ton of batteries, but do you have extra lighters? No. Oh, I never thought of lighters. Do you have candles? Yeah, I got lots of candles. But then how are you gonna light them, right? I have several Bibles. Good. So do I. I got a lot of history books. I like to collect history books that are at least 120 to 150 years old, because the history at that time was being recorded differently, right? Gardening books, library of them. Good. Didn't read gardening books, right? I have about 300 books on science, health, prepper books. Good for you. But I do recommend storybooks. I know it sounds so flaky, but go pick up a pile of novels of just Agatha Christie that's being thrown. They're not throwing them out, but they have those recycled little libraries with a little outside that you go. There's a couple of them in my area. I can walk around, look through, poke through. The pool in my area. When you walk in, they got this big red book display, and you flip through the books, and there's tons of stories. Buy storybooks. Read stories. You know what's good? Reading Hardy Boys. Oh, Mike, that's so counterproductive. No, especially if you're feeling down, you're on something's happening, and there's something big happening. Read a couple of Hardy Boys books. Gets your mind off everything. It lets you think like they did in the '60s, like the mentality of what people had, and they were so worried about what people thought about them. They were so worried about anyone seeing them lose their sanity. Always kept it straight, always with the manners, always, once you start getting into that universe, right? If the poop really hits the fan in the West, all bets are off. My humble opinion is it's going to be like Mad Max Beyond the Thunderdome. Yep. If you live in big cities, you're going to see that. But the roaming is going to move to the small towns. But when the roaming moves to the small towns, a lot of people in small towns will be prepared. A lot of people that did move out, like that video I made, Get Out of Vancouver Now, get out of Sydney, and I'm done with Vancouver, and I was letting people know I'm leaving the city to move to a small town with 2 stoplights, right? I was making sure I told people, look, I'm taking my own medicine. I'm telling you to get out of the city. Here, I'm doing it too. I'm out of here. Because things are gonna get very, very, very precarious, so to say, in the next little while. So I really want to prepare and make sure that we have what we need, right? I'm not too worried about buying food. I got some food store. I got what I need to live, right? Hey, the Greedo. That's right. So, someone just commented here. Don't mess with the small town folk. We hunt. That's right. Mad Max plus Walking Dead with a bit of escape from New York. Yeah. Knowledge is power. Yeah. We are. Again, I think the small communities, small towns will hold together. It's the cities that will fall. And yeah, we've been very vocal about getting out of New York, get out of Sydney, get out of Melbourne, get out of Toronto, mass exodus. We've been very vocal about that over the years. I got 4,700 videos of something. I've been talking about something all these years. A country boy will survive is a true statement. Sheridan, if the poop hits the fan, big cities are gonna be no hold bar war zone. We might will make right. It will be dark. Yeah, it's going to be dark. I'm not trying to scare people. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just saying Just be prepared. Because fallout's happening. We're in the fallout stages, right? We're in the aftermath right now. And the governments are severely losing grip. The accountability is massive. We've been talking about accountability on this channel since 2018, when the deregulation of the monetary system and the proxy illegal wars that were going on, the accountability was horrendous. Now it's even worse. The accountability is tenfold. And you have these idiots trying to get into office and get reelected 5-6 times, like Trudeau. And then you have Scott Morrison left from England. Jacinda Ardern left. They're still in the public sector on the public tit making our tax money. But they left, right? But then there's a lot of people that just want to stay in there. A lot of people want to be part of this, you know? They want to be part of this, right? And like Trudeau and Biden and all these people, they all of this stuff is selections, right? And Macron, Netanyahu, and Netanyahu is another world leader where they're keeping his health basically hidden from the public, right? So they're keeping his health hidden from the public, just like Biden. And it is, what are you going to do? It's just this fake world we live in. If the poop hits the fan, big cities are going to, yeah, we have that. City centers will eventually fail, and these people with flee to move out to the suburbs, then rural areas. We got Moon Perch in the house. So yeah, it'd be good. You know what? It'd be good to get you guys to call in on Mike in the Night. It'd be really nice if you guys could share. Maybe go to my last episode or the last couple episodes and share the videos and let people know, look, there's a place where we could call in. The guy doesn't censor us. He's been doing it since 2016. He has a track record. You know, he's never, maybe we should call into his show and help him out, you know? And I would appreciate, here's the last one. Somebody asked me again. It's 5:13. So 5:13 if you guys want. It's on Rumble. And I put up 4:56, and then it's 4:57. I'm putting up all the old episodes of Mike in the Night. And just trying to archive everything, because I believe that if our information now doesn't get preserved, I think we're going to have a major problem in the future. Like a massive problem if our information doesn't get... Yeah, I have a lot of comfrey plant in my yard. Burnt my fingers the other day and grabbed a few leaves, just rolled them in my hand for a few seconds, and then wrapped my finger. Instantly, the pain went away. Ah. But yeah. But yeah, that's what's happening, folks. This is where we're at. We're at this pinnacle point. Where do we go from here, right? Where do we set our targets? Where do we, And I've been, been trying to be as positive about it as possible, and they're not going to stop until they go to hot war. They're not going to stop, and it's concerning, But I'm being positive. I'm doing stuff with, with the family and having fun, going to parks, taking the oddball road trip, being, getting to know my neighbors, being, as positive, getting to know all my neighbors. I think there's one neighbor I don't know. I think I know everyone on my street, except the one guy that hasn't cut his grass in 5 years. That's the only person I don't know in my on my street. I'm just thinking right across the street. I know, no. I know. Yeah, so get to know people in your area. The people born and raised in rural setting will have a big advantage over the city people fleeing cities because they know what to do. That's correct. That's right, Valerie. Adrian is saying it's heaven or hell time. That's right. Well, I've always, I never took the payments. I never took the money. I was reached out. They asked me to lie Two times I've been reached out and asked to lie, and they were going to grow my channel. I was going to become a Rumble hero. I was going to become finally make it on YouTube. I was finally, and they were going to basically pay to promote my stuff and get it out there if I followed their criteria. And what a win-win situation. They were making it like a win-win situation that I could be saving lives. I have 2 videos up. You guys can find them. They try to buy me 2 times. And it would be a win-win situation, and think of how many lives I could save if I just changed my narrative just a bit. And you know what? I didn't follow it. If you have family, it's tough to leave, but if not, make sure you have a bug-out bag if you live alone. We need to save up as much as possible and leave a nation and no point of paying taxes in a place you can't afford a home in. Don't be fearful. God calls us to be strong and courageous, be light in the darkness. Learn a little carpentry and electrical and mechanical. Yeah, I did a few things around the house myself the last 2 weeks while the family was out enjoying themselves. I was at home doing a couple of things, quite a few things around the house, and trying to upgrade my skills and organize my tools and organize things. But man, yeah, this is the situation we're in, folks. What time is it? I'm going to be opening my store soon. If you guys want to come in and see me today, I'll be here till, I'll be here till 5 o'clock. It's Tuesday. And it's just a great time to be alive, folks. Be grateful. And I think things are we're going to be seeing things very soon. And so many underlying things are happening as we are speaking right now that we don't know about. We know maybe 5% of what we're allowed to know. If you get a bug out bag, train with it, because it won't be ready to carry it when the time comes if you don't. That's right. Sorry to have blown your day, but you need to know that CCHF is coming. This is the newest of news of the Commonwealth. Canada is after CF, all by design. Mike, if we ride by, we'll stop in. Yes, thank you. See you in heaven, says Adrian. Yeah, everybody. You'll be so mesmerized when you realize how connected we are at the end. You would be so floored when you realize. You'll be so floored once you start to see what this was all about the whole time. Yeah, the best thing you could do is just love each other, be nice to each other. Just be there for each other. Start by reconnecting with people in your lives. Start by reconnecting with family. Start by reconnecting with people that got cut off because of global warming, and people that cut each other off for trust the science. Whatever you guys cut each other off from and don't talk to each other anymore, no matter how bad it was or what was told to you, it's time to rekindle and reconnect with each other. God always has a remnant working for his glory. That's right. A lot of people are never going to understand. There are so many beautiful people in the world, and we are all part of one. That's right. Love thy poked neighbors their last days. Love thy poked neighbors the last days. Yep, it's going to be a beautiful day today, folks. I could see it. The sun's out, blue skies. It's going to be a good one. I got a work visa approved for Canada and America. Where would you recommend me to go from experience, from your experience from Barbados? Barbados? If you're moving from Barbados and you want to go to America, where would you go? If it was up to me. But do you want to live rural? Do you want to live in a rural place where there's nobody, like not a lot, or do you want to live in a city? Because if you want to live in the city, I'd live in Fort Lauderdale, east of 95. I would go to Fort Lauderdale and live east of I-95. That's what I would do if it was up to me. If I had a visa, they wouldn't give me a visa, work visa to live in America. Montana, yeah, that's rural, like rural. Yeah, yeah, that's if you want the four seasons. But if you're in Barbados and you live in Barbados your whole life, you're gonna want you don't want the weather shock. Believe me, you don't want snow. I would stay in the south. I would, buddy. You know what? Go move to Macon, Georgia. Look up Macon, Georgia. Macon, Georgia, South Georgia. Look that up. You might want to buy a little place in a rural area there off the interstate. Maybe something like that. Find a job in Macon, Georgia. I would. That's what I would do. I would do that. I would move to somewhere rural where the weather doesn't get cold in the winter, and you could have a little garden and stuff. That's what I do. But I don't think I'd leave Barbados right now. If I'm in Barbados and I'm situated in Barbados and I'm set up in Barbados and I know people in Barbados, I don't think I would leave Barbados right now. Yeah, there you go. Stay in Barbados, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. West Virginia says Cash Malachi Chapel there in the house. Don't forget to subscribe to his channel. He's always putting up shorts and good videos. He's really good. You see him there with the hat. I'm America because they make good money in America. I got a job in Dallas, Texas, and Toronto. Stay out of Toronto. Go to Dallas, Texas. If you have a choice, stay out of Toronto. Do not. I lived in Toronto. Right now, a one-bedroom, I could show you right now. We made a video a few weeks ago. A one-bedroom is going for like, was it $2,700 or 17? No, 20. It's going for like almost. Yeah, it's a crazy amount of money. $2,100 a month for a one-bedroom. So I would really, really be careful. Stay Canada, so you're going to be taxed to death. Yeah, Canada, you'll be taxed to death. Guys, go back and watch my video I made like 8 years ago, why I left Toronto. It's a pretty good one. And a lot of it's bang on now for what's happening today. But anyways, guys, I'm going to open the store. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to open the door. I'm going to get things rolling here for the day. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time and coming and chatting with me. Guys, I'm also on Spotify. Go on Spotify, type in Mike in the Night. You'll find me there. It's under censored videos. Like it's under... like I don't know what you call it, like censored videos, like not safe for work. And if you guys, I'm on Spotify too, because people are asking for Spotify, and I do have Spotify, so it's there if you guys care to go check it out. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go set up here. I'll see you guys, I don't know, maybe sometime through the week. I'll make another video. We'll talk and connect and see what's going on and where it's going on. And Mike in the Night is where you'll find all the information we could openly, freely discuss. And that is it. I've been here for 53 minutes. Start selling tents. Business will be booming with tent cities starting to popping up. Oh, selling tents. There's a video we put up like 10 years ago where the New Zealand government is giving tents to homeless people to help shelter them. I'm not making it up. It's on the channel with the article. You could see it. All right, have a blessed day, guys. Have a good one. Thanks for being part of the channel. Share some of the Mike in the Nights. Follow me on Twitter, please. So when I retweet the show, you could retweet it for me and get it out. I really appreciate it. Mike in the Night, guys. Mike Martin's here. I'll see you soon. I have spoken.